Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Stampede for the Atari 2600. In the first video, we checked out the first 4 game modes of the game. 1 through 4 are known in the instruction manual as Sidekick, Pilgrim, Cowpoke, and Wrangler. Yes, the difficulties have names. And in case I didn't mention Wrangler in the first video, which I'm pretty sure I didn't, well, now you know what the name for game mode 4 is. In this video, we will play game modes 5 through 8. And 5 through 8 are like 1 through 4. The only difference is you start at full speed and the game doesn't let up. So we're going to start with game 5, known on the manual as Top Hand. It's much like game 1, except you go fast. How fast? This fast. And you better be ready to keep up. Now, we start with a cow skull. We'll eventually have the Black Angus as we go further and further along here. And I do want to herd the cattle here a little bit. That would be great. And that's why I did it. Alright. Let's go ahead and get all of these. And then I'm going to go for the top row again in a way and get the cow skull. Better. Alright. Let's see if we can do this now. Okay. There's the Black Angus. Let's see if I can herd all of you. I can. Let's see if I can do this without this breaking down a whole lot. Eventually I can. And eventually we're going to get a cow skull here. And then we're going to get more of the yellow cattle. Excellent. Let's hope I can keep everything well herded here a little bit. Excellent. Got that as it was moving to the right here. Now let's see if I can keep herding all these. I'm going to go for the 4th row this time, and it's a good thing I did. Let's go ahead and herd all. Why did I do that? Well, I'm going to lose one, and now all of them. Because I couldn't decide. Great. But at least I kind of had an idea of what I was doing up until I accidentally messed up. So that wasn't bad for Top Hand. I almost managed to get an extra life right there without losing anything, which was real good. So now let's go ahead and try Game 6, which is known in the manual as Trail Boss. Is a faster version of Game 2, where once again, the cattle move up and down. Let's try this now. And if you're wondering where I got my base strategy for all this, it comes from a home video from Vestron from 1982 called How to Beat Video Games. And one of the games in that video was Stampede. I actually did not find that video on my own. That video was found, rather it was brought to my attention by Karisha Yamato over at Zadara. I should definitely put that video in the description whenever I can, if I remember to, which I might not. Ooh. This didn't go well. This did not go well at all. Thankfully, there was a skull there. So at least I knew that was going to be there. After getting the Black Angus last time. But still, that was really bad. Really, really bad. And now I'm going to try to hurt everybody here. Go for that. Thankfully, you guys don't go as fast. And how far do you guys go? Not very far. You will give me the skull. And I can continue with this row. And then I can move on to the bottom, which is kind of what I wanted to do anyway. Of course, this may prove to be a little problematic. I may have to do it this way. And yeah, I should have went up just a little bit. If I did, I would have kept this game going. Unfortunately, I didn't. Getting a little better now, but I keep thinking I'm going to move rather fast as I do this. Not bad for Trail Boss. Now it's time to check out Game 7, which is Rancher. Much like Game 3, there is no set pattern to which cattle comes when. So I could do a lot worse here than I could in games 5 or 6. Let's see how everything goes. And I almost messed up grabbing everything. Good job. Good job, me. Alright. There should be a brown one showing up here. Can't believe you showed up. Can't believe you showed up. Oh, that is excellent. And this might cost me. Yeah, it did. Black Angus showed up when I didn't want it to. Curses. Let's go ahead and play around with the second row here, and it's a good thing I did. Makes it a little easier to clear things out a little bit. Don't know how much easier it will make it to clear things out, but I'll definitely try. And that was bad. Oh dear. Oh, I may be having a bad time. Or not. I mean, it definitely depends on how everything else goes. Which can go rather well. If we do our best, we'll have to go well. And I'm surprised that I hit 1,000 already. That's what the lack of a distinct pattern can do for you. Can't believe I made that. That's really neat. Of course, I may not last much longer if I keep making mistakes. Like that. Or that. Yeah, those Black Angus came in pretty fast. And I had no way of knowing they were going to show up. But still, that wasn't too bad for trying game number 7. 1,131, that's not too bad for someone who does not really play this game regularly or at all. And finally, we have Game 8, which is just like Game 4, which combines 2 and 3. And a high speed, much like 5, 6, and 7 before it. This is definitely going to be the hardest mode of them all, and let's see how it goes. As you can see, the cattle are moving up and down. That could be to our detriment. Even the skulls move up and down, which can be a bit... Ooh. I thought I would miss that. I didn't. That's real good. Okay. And now we're getting the brown ones again. Fun. And I may have missed that, but... Oh no. Okay. For a minute I thought I really messed things up. I didn't. But I could have. Alright. Let's go ahead and move down another row here. See what happens. Something good happened there. Managed to get the Black Angus. Let's go ahead and... I thought I was going to be able to get everything rounded up there. I thought I was going to be able to herd those cattle, but sadly I could not. And good news, we've now hit 1,000 points. Almost hesitated there trying to herd that row down there. Okay, there's more of the brown ones. Okay. This may prove to be bad. Oh, this is going to be really bad. I thought I'd be able to get that Black Angus there. So, that was Game 8. I thought I would do horribly here. But as it turns out, not so much. Now, I'm going to try Game 1 again. And this time, I'm going to use the shortened rope. I'm going to use difficulty A. And I'm going to see how that goes. I want to see just how short my rope can be. Oh, it's definitely shorter. On the plus side, you don't have to wait as long to move because of how short your lasso is. I'm not sure if I've mentioned it, but when you shoot your lasso forward, you can't move. And you can't move until your lasso returns to you. So because of that, you had to be absolutely sure that the cattle you're going for is exactly the cattle you want. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time, and you might make a really bad mistake that can cost you your whole game. And I am really just making this happen now. It's a good thing that I remembered there was going to be a cow skull there. I'm glad I remembered that we got the... What is it? The Black Angus the last time around. And I know you're going to show up. There you are. Okay. Let's go ahead and herd everybody just to be safe. That way I know that I can keep all of the cattle safe. Get all of you. And I know that the next one's got to be a skull. Let's keep that in mind as we do everything here that we can. Okay. Skull's going to show up any moment now. And then we're going to have the faster one showing up. Perfect. Let's herd everybody. And there should be a Black Angus in that. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get it without being unable to lose more than one cattle, more than likely. I kind of had to make the sacrifice there. Oh well. And we should be able to get back to the top row. And I can work on the top row again. Alright. Now that that's over with, let's get back to the top row. And there was another Black Angus that I wouldn't have been able to get. I want to see if I can do this without anything breaking down on me. We're going to get a cow skull as soon as we empty the second row there. You are going to do what you want to do. And I want to keep you guys going as much as I can. There's a Black Angus. Herd you. Herd the yellow one there in the third row. Just to be safe. Just to be good. Alright. And cow skull. Next time. Okay. Go ahead and get you guys. Get that. And Black Angus. Any moment now. Cool. I'm not going to be able to get that in time. That's unfortunate. Oh, why am I doing it this way? Why am I doing it this way? Well, I managed to kind of save myself a little bit. That worked out rather well. I think I want to go for possibly this row. It's a good thing I did. I'm going to herd the third row just to be safe. Give myself a little bit more time there. I'm going to let these go where they want. And, yep, okay. This is probably a bad idea. No, no, it's not. I got the cow skull. And let's see what I can do here. Good, 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 good. Okay. I know I'm saying a lot of random things and whatnot, but at least I'm trying to keep the commentary going here. And 2026, I'm surprising myself right now. I'm going to go and make the top row the one that I work on next. Go ahead and get you guys. And I believe I will empty the top row now. Make this a little easier on my end. And let's go for the third one. Where's the Black Angus? Okay. heard everything and get that working for me just in the nick of time there. Uh-oh. This may not look good for Homestar Runner here. Oh, forgot Cow Skull. Forgot that I got the Black Angus the last time. And let's see here. Come on. I may actually... And, yeah. I probably should have went for a different row there anyway. But 2,613. Apparently I can play with the difficulty A/expert difficulty pretty darn well. I guess. I just kind of buckled down and just kind of lucked out, maybe. Kind of hard to tell, but 2,613, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. That was a pretty good attempt at a Game 1 game. Especially when I made the lasso shorter. Can't believe I made that work for me. And I pretty much showed off all 8 difficulties. Showed off what they were like. Try to show how to play the modes as best I could, given my abilities. Again, I'm not really good at these sorts of arcade games. I can only go so far with them. But at the same time, they are pretty fun to play for a couple minutes. For some very good, simple fun. Something that the consoles of the early 80s, before Nintendo and Sega gave us the NES and the Master System, before that all came about. Anyway, how is this game? Since I might as well go ahead and give this game a mini review. Well, you can kind of tell what the cattle looks like and what the cowboy looks like on the horse with the lasso. And the fences are fences. Not really much to complain about here. I mean, they're very simple graphics. This is an Atari 2600 game after all. And I don't really have much to complain about here. Again, a simple arcade game for something from the late 70s, early 80s. Sound and music, they're your standard arcade blips and bleeps of the time. There's no music. You can easily tell when you're stunned, and you can hear the cattle running, and you know when you've thrown out the lasso. There's not a lot of sound, but what's here works. Play control. It's the one thing you got to get used to. It's far from terrible. Every once in a while, I wish that I could move just a little bit faster, but at least everything is responsive and works like it should. And as far as the replay value goes, you have 8 different game modes, and you have the difficulty switch that allows you to make the lasso longer or shorter. So you have a little bit of variety with the game. And all you really have to worry about is just getting a high score in each and every one of them, really. So you can have a little bit of fun with this. You could probably play this for a good amount of time. I wouldn't say maybe hours, but probably maybe an hour, maybe somewhere between 1 and 2 at in any one sitting, just to see how well you can really do. And this may not feel like Activision's greatest Atari 2600 game. There have been more legendary ones that they've made, such as the 2 Pitfall games, Adventure, some countless others that I probably can't even think of. off the top of my head because there's quite a few games for the system during its long lifespan. But Stampede is definitely an enjoyable game. But in order to get to that enjoyment, you really got to get used to the game. You really got to buckle down. You really got to know how the game works, how to make stuff work for you, know how to herd all the cattle, and you really, really got to know how to play the game and know how to recover in case you can't herd a cattle in time. That is definitely key. And I know that being able to lose all your lives, all your acceptable cattle misses, if you will, you can lose them all in one swift motion. It's not like other arcade games where if you lose a life, the action stops, the screen refreshes and just resets, and then you just go back to, I wouldn't say square one, but the action just stops, clears the screen, restarts, and you can kind of get your bearings again. Not here. You've really got to roll with the punches on everything and be fully aware that one mistake can end a session. But once you really spend time with the game and you get used to it and you really know how to play it, it can be enjoyable. So do I recommend this game? Sure. I do recommend this game. I mean, it's an Activision game. You can do worse. Atari probably made some of the best games for the system. Activision definitely did their best to make good Atari 2600 games as well. And while this isn't one of the most legendary, it's up there. I've kind of changed my opinion on it a little bit now that I've kind of gotten used to how to play the game. I mean, I wasn't exactly fond of it by the time my tryout session with everything is over. But now that I've kind of took some time away from the game and came back better, it's helped. It kind of helped me like the game just a little bit more. So definitely get this game if you can, whether you have the emulate or get the physical copy or play it on one of many arcade compilations, many of those Activision arcade compilations. I'm pretty sure it's on a few Activision compilations somewhere. There's more than likely quite a few ways to play this one. So if you see this one, give it a shot. Anyway, this has been Stampede for the Atari 2600. Let's play Stampede for the Atari 2600. Hopefully you enjoyed this as much as I did. Hopefully I'll be back with another Let's Play, with another game. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be bad, maybe it'll be somewhere in between, who knows. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later!